So here. It is President's Day, and it is daytime today. How are you? This morning I had coffee and conversation with James and Melissa. That's our morning show. Check that out if you haven't. And now it's time for the afternoon show. Daytime today live. Today we're doing YouTube comments. Yes, we are. It should be fun. It should be crazy. I'm so excited. Hope you guys you have the day off, hopefully relaxing and having a good old grand old time. I don't have days off, so I don't know what that means. So I really don't know what that means. I forgot it was the holiday. I remember when I was a kid, we used to have 2 different days off. One for Washington, one for Lincoln. They decided to make it into 2 or whatever. So like I did a show last year. Hello. I did a show last year where it was about I was reading mean comments. It did very well. Another show I did very well. So I thought Jimmy Kimmel has mean tweets. My buddy Jimmy Kimmel, of course, I was on there last year. Mean tweets. I thought I'm gonna read some comments. Not all bad. I'm gonna read some good ones too. But I want to show you guys, if you don't understand the craziness that us hosts and people who do these shows have to go through from the public. And I'm reading names. I am saying names. I don't care because you wrote it. That means you have to stand by it. Some of them are crazy. Some of them are funny. And some of them are actually really nice. So I'm going to read a bunch of them. Oh, Jason, you're off all week. Good for you. Candace Beck, happy birthday, Eve. Menifer. Max and Mom. Shaking Uncle James. Uncle James is crazy. That's what Uncle James is doing. He's crazy. And Christy, of course, Cherie and Rodelli. So yeah, come on in. We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna drink some of my orange juice. And just so you guys know, now I didn't do this for a long time, but now Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight and Recap is now on audio. So starting from yesterday's episode, going forward, I'm not adding the old episodes on there. That's too many. But from this one going forth, we'll have the show will be available live on video and then later on audio, like all the other shows. I just hadn't done it. I offer YNR and GH both on audio and video. I'm very successful. So if you want to find it, go anywhere you find your podcast, find Bold and Beautiful Mini Spotlight, hit it, and then people were asking us for it, so now I did it. Now, a new episode today out of Have You Heard of Me? Where I go back in time and highlight something nobody talks about. And the episode today is on Prince and the soundtrack to Batman back in 1989. So I talk about that whole soundtrack. I love Batman, I love the song. But it's about that whole soundtrack. It was a huge hit, but no one talks about it. So anyway, that's going to be out everywhere too. Oh, and also for you in Los Angeles, if you watch Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful, the next 2 days, it'll be on KCAL 9 from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Not on CBS. So go to KCAL 9. I just watched today's Young and the Restless. I just watched it. So yes, go there. Yes, go there. Yeah, he called you Cassie. He called you Candy. And you want to see Sean Kanan talk about how wonderful I am, you can watch Bobby Homie Spotlight yesterday. And you can also hear that. But yes, he knows you are Candace. He likes to say, I know Candy. Candy, 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 I just love you so. In my love. Old song. Bad Dance is the bomb. Okay, that's another show you can watch, listen to that. It's audio only. Okay. Let's read some comments, shall we? Let's get this party started. Let's read some comments. I don't need to see myself. Okay. Here we go. Okay. She's not in here yet. Okay. When Texas Ranger fan, if she comes in, I have an answer for her. So I'll have to wait till she comes in. Okay. Some people write stuff, and I don't know what the F they're talking about. But here's one from Joan Demerit 6 hours ago. This is a response to our show yesterday, our Bold show yesterday. Sean Kanan, great surprise. Ridgitis. That was hilarious, he said. Ridgitis. LOL, good one. Then I understand what they're saying there. I was actually on Thomas's side as well. I love the Thomas Brooks scenes. James is so right. It is Thomas's turn to come out on top for a while. Love you, Tammy, but I'm not feeling the sorry for Brooke. And yes, she was good with Bill. Hope is the reason all this started in the first place. Hope is the one who just wanted to have Daddy Deacon. That's part. That's part. This just she goes on forever. That's a part of it. Okay, let's go down a little bit. People write like soliloquies. I'm not gonna read that one either. That's just too much. Ellen Courtney wrote, "You all make Sundays very enjoyable. Thank you." Everybody was talking about Deacon being in the house. Sean came in, yes. Leopardus asked me if I have watched the Gilded Age yet, or Raising Dion on Netflix. I have not watched the show yet. Right there. Keep going down. Parker Boehner says on my Falcon Crest show says CW Dynasty is crap. I'm talking about Falcon Crest. I don't know where that came from. He also on my Falcon Crest show. First of all, Dallas was never rebooted; it was continued. Well, Parker actually was rebooted and continued. Rebooted means it was brought back on the air. It was a continuation, not a remake. So all your rewords, you have to really look at your rewords. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. This is so people are so mean. So I have an interview with Christinia DeBarge, who I love from Breaking Into. This person, Mela, wrote, "She must be inhaling donuts or something now. What happened?" Really, Mela? That's not nice. Not nice at all. Amelia Aaron, who I'm not with that, she comes in here sometimes and says rude things, but she wrote this on my Dynasty. This is so funny. On my Dynasty Colby's after show. "Hi, I did not watch the Colbys, but I sure did enjoy Mark Harmon on Flamingo Road." I'm always interested because I don't mention Flamingo Road in my messages. I talk about the Colbys. I don't know why I mentioned something else. That happens, of course. Let's keep going down. Oh, Harvey Allen wrote on my Daytime Today, "Steve Burton is not a nice person to everyone. Happy is nice to you. God bless." Like, okay. And guess decided to tell me about myself. GH, for example, are not taking us away from the hell of real life. It's always depressing and dark. Angry, you bet. If a person nowadays are not angry and frustrated, they have no soul. For most of us, this is hell on earth. That said, I try my best to keep everyone distracted from our real life madness. Attacking anyone for kicks is not my style ever. I will speak my mind. Thank you for your time. Soap fan since I was 6 years old, 1978. Oh, GH, AMC, One Life to Live, YNR days. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now, I did the story on recasts. I got so many people. I'm like, did you watch my actual show? Where I said, I'm not counting teenagers or kids. I'm counting adult to adult recasts. I said that like 10 times. I had so many people saying, well, there was a Teen Hope in 1981, taped by Tammy Taylor, who originated the role from Patty Williams. I'm like, I'm talking about adult. Or Erica Hope played a teenage thing. I'm talking about the adults. I got so many of these things. I got to talk about the adults. The adults. The adults. Episodes. Mystic Shadows, I had said on my show that Steve Burton has always been nice to me whenever I've seen him over the years. He's always been great to me. I interviewed him here on the show. It's my #2 video of all time. He's always been great to me and my friends and whoever I've been around. So I've never had a bad experience with him. That's what I said. So someone was saying that I guess was not nice. Must not been nice to them. I have no idea if they had a personal experience. But I said for me, he's always been nice to me. No matter what you think about his vaccination or that stuff, I'm just saying he's always been nice to me. I've never had a problem. Jeffrey McDaniel says the reboot of Dynasty is shitty. Oh, okay. That's great. Somebody wants me to show the video of the rain outside. I can't believe you do that. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's these are I'm going down. These are crazy. Going down. Michael McKeever says from Fixing GH, I really think they're not giving Lynn Herring, Lucy, a contract. So many wonderful possibilities of heart and humor and glamour. It's a big, big shame and sexist. It's a sexist. Okay. Okay. Oh, Amelia Aaron says, it says for me, GH doesn't need improvement. It's the best show on daytime. Always suspenseful. Love Charles Shaughnessy. I honestly think all 4 episodes will be gone in 2 years. These are expensive to produce. So she believes that that the GH needs no improvement. I do. Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl. Let's see. A. McGee says, I don't know why people assume Carly and Sonny are endgame when Luke and Laura weren't even endgame, and they're the biggest couple on GH. Okay. Yes, Sean Kenny was on my show yesterday. Someone says they missed Another World. Dwight Slemon says the Tony Moore story was the beginning of the Edition days. I don't know what that means. I don't know if Tony Moore has a story that he's put out there. I have no idea. Here's one by Joan Demarette on YNR. Abby is so freaking weird. Good point about Chance's return home and nothing playing out the way Abby wants to. Oh, here's my, okay, Joan, I'm on your side on this one. I am beyond sick of the character of Peter. Just sick of him. I'm also sick of this nonsense with Sonny and Carly. I am never going to buy Nina and Sonny. Ugh. Preach, Frank, preach. I am sick of Esme as well. Miss Spencer must be out of his mind. The Peter part, yes, no more Peter. That's over with. Texas Rangers fan, you wrote a comment. You asked me if that thumbnail was Switzerland. Good eye, it was Switzerland. It was Switzerland. Okay. Okay. Jeff McDaniel tells me that Ricardo Montalban was a white Latino. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay. V. Carter says, I love Only Murders in the Building. I like Ghosts, The Neighborhood, and Be Positive. All are CBS comedies, lighthearted fun. Be Positive has many old school comedic or dramatic actors: Linda Lavin, Jane Seymour, Ben Vereen, and Marie Horsford. Okay. Sandstorm 2220 says, don't do Maxie dirty like that. Take out Sam instead. Lulu can't wake up and not have Maxie. They better not. Okay. Rob MM says, for General Hospital, don't understand. I was like, I don't understand. GH writers want to pair Alexis and Harmony together, but they have no good storyline for LGBT characters, Brad, Lucas, and Felix, Terry, and Christina. Some GH fans are still waiting for Valerie and Christina to get together. Really? Okay. Until they do right by LGBT characters, 2 thumbs down for Alexis and Harmony. Valerie enjoyed that kiss at the bar from Christina. Also, word on the street, Esmeen might be Franco or Jennifer Smith's daughter. So I'm reading all that on YouTube. I'm reading YouTube comments on my shows. Are folks really waiting for Valerie and Christina? That was like 10 years ago. I don't even know. I mean, they recast the role of Valerie, and they had her on for a minute. You know that. I don't think Esme is Franco or Jennifer's daughter. I never heard that at all. I like Valerie. Okay. Ooh, somebody got mad at, okay. Dang, okay. Oh my God. Oh, it's okay. Went down. Going down, going down. Going down. A lot of comments. I like it. Yes, the writers and producers need to put Tessa back on contract. She's amazing. That's why the soap is as good as it is, because of Caitlin, who's he put on contract. I believe she is on contract. I don't think she's not on contract. I don't think she's, yeah, I think she's on contract. Okay. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Let me go down. I pressed the wrong button. We're reading comments from YouTube. I'm going through and reading them. Some of them you can't tell what they are. People always write comments that, like, I mean, they go on forever. I mean, I thank you for sharing your thoughts. I mean, I do read these. I try to read these when I can. So I mean, you guys really tell us how you feel. Going out. I pressed the wrong button. Got back to the top of the list. So I'm going down. We're going down. I had an earthquake on my shows. My sister, she didn't feel it. Okay. Now we get back. Okay, we get back there. Okay, now we get back there. Okay, let's see. Somebody wanted some flashbacks of Luke when he died, because he's not dead, people. Okay. Somebody got mad at Kate Fairbanks, as Soraya said, leave your hair alone. Okay, let's see. Okay. So do people want Noah and Tessa together on Y&R? Because it's like this person, Susie, I can't say her last name. I don't know why so many people want Tessa and Noah together. Tessa doesn't love him. Why can't people understand that? I don't think anybody does. Everything I've read was like, no. On that. Okay. Let's see, Taraya Forever. A lot of Taraya stuff. Okay, going down. Okay, the interview they thought. Oh, somebody wrote this. Here we go about Steve Burton. Jerry Daniel wrote, "You have a right to your religion and philosophical beliefs. I have a right to my health. Burton made a choice. He has freedom. No one's going to throw him in jail. No one's going to make him get a vaccine. He doesn't have to wear a mask. I don't have to put on a work uniform. He is no longer in GH. I'm no longer at Olive Garden. We all have choices. That's right. Okay. Okay. Keep going. Um, my mom used to say, if couples don't even disagree, they don't care. If Tony Gary is coming back to GH, I immediately become unbothered. It's funny. Um, okay. Keep going. Let's keep going. Um, I want Evil Johnny. The Evil Johnny will want to make the Possession movie and also steal Ben and Sierra's baby. That is for days. Okay. Susan Sullivan gets better with age. That's Austin Calloway. I just saw her on something recently. I was like, she's on that show? I think it was Last Man Standing. I saw her on that. I was like, okay. I always tell people to check your boobies because my mother, breast cancer survivor, and Gail Martin says, I always do. I was stage 1 breast cancer in '03, and I was on tamoxifen for 5 years, and I was done with it after 5. Like that. Shelly Chestnut asked me, hey, James, hope you have a most wonderful day. Do you remember a show called Paper Dolls? I believe Donna Mills was in it. I was like, okay. I think I remember that. Like that comment. Someone says their favorite all-time soap was Search for Tomorrow. That's a first. I've never heard that. That's a first. Uh, so I had a throat thing happening in one of my episodes, and Becky Love wrote, "Can you clear your throat?" Okay, let's see. Oh, what cause it's really. Someone wrote this person. This person's name is Someone TN. I personally told my employer if they need to fire me, I understand. I respect people's different opinions. I choose not to take due to medical reasons. I will not say I will never take it. I'm just waiting to see the long-term outcome. But if you have choice, I totally respect your decision. Okay. Monique Abrams says, I remember when Vicky and Nikki were involved with the same man, Cole. Okay. A lot of stuff that's all the kids doing. A lot of stuff. Someone wrote, Lynn Ann wrote, Steve and Maurice Bernard were always so hot, and Maurice is a big flirt. Is he? I don't. Okay. Oh, dang. So Lori Loughlin returned to TV on When Hope Calls at Christmas Time. And Rebecca D says, I could go the rest of my life without seeing Lori Loughlin again. Other than that, oops. Oopsie. I just hope Tessa's going to Noah. She's not going to. Leonardo Nelson says, I was hoping they would offer the role of Taylor on Bold and Beautiful. to Gina Toglioni, especially after they did her dirty by firing her on YNR just so they could bring Michelle Stafford back. Actually, there's bigger story than just that. Trust me, I know the story. It's not that simple. Mystic Shadows, you wrote in here 2 months ago. Now some fans want Nancy fired. I just say, as long as people don't say that about Mara West. So obviously you're a Mara West fan. You brought that up in here already. Yes. Okay. Okay. What's going on? A lot of stuff on Steve. I have a lot of comments on Steve Burton, but people have wrote a lot of stuff. It's like long stuff. I didn't even read half these comments. Like, it was like comments. But some of the shorter ones are one person doesn't make a show, everyone's replaceable. I got to an argument with somebody. I said that when Steve chose not to take do the vaccine stuff, he's choosing to leave the show. They have a mandate from ABC Disney, so he chose to leave. That's one of his things. Let's boycott ABC Disney now. That's not gonna happen. Okay. Now, someone 2 months ago, Monique House says, Mr. James, did you see the new promo saying that Billy is coming back to play Jason? There was no promo. That has never happened. He's not going back. He's not going back to play Jason. That's not happening. That is not happening. Folks fighting about the vaccine. Folks fighting about Luke and Laura. Here's one from Herd Mentality. I think it was always clearly portrayed as a rape. Then they backpedaled saying she said, then they backpedaled, the English, saying no repeatedly as he ripped her clothes off. She cowers crying on the floor. I remember my grandmother, who had been a longtime viewer and was a rape survivor, stopped watching GH when they changed it to a seduction. One scene in particular where Laura asked Luke if their first time was supporting for him was the final straw for her. Anthony, which is Gary, has more than hinted, he straight out stated he had an affair with Elizabeth Taylor. He said also Princess Diana sent an expensive bottle of champagne. So I was there, obviously. I was there with the whole Luke and Laura. It was a rape. And they did change the later seduction. The couple was so popular. And they revisited the whole thing with Lucky and Elizabeth and the whole rape thing there. And yeah, I mean, I think it was a strange time period. And folks, it was just, I mean, again, I was there. It was Luke and Laura were super popular. Everyone was into them. It's weird. It's weird. Amy Holly thinks this isn't a vaccine. It's the mark of the beast. As a Christian, I will never comply. If you haven't researched for yourselves, you need to. It's not the mark of the beast. Larry Coulet says, a huge storyline is screwed. Who loves Carly now? Let's see. Yeah, that was right. Yeah, I'm saying they revisit the storyline later, and as Laura also said, things are complicated. Her speech to Lucky that's it's between her and him, and not for him to judge. And Lucky was like, he was coming from a place of seeing Elizabeth being raped and being hurt. So I think it was kind of like they went back to it later. I mean, they sat down, they did it. As of this morning, GH is off my DVR. I won't give my time or my ratings to a show that treats their longtime actors like trash. Steve was treated dirty, period. A 36-year-old fan of GH. Good riddance. Let's see. Okay. Daniel McVicker, who I did a Bold Beautiful rewind with 3 months ago, he commented. He commented. Oh my God, it's so funny. On our interview with him, he played Clark Garrison on Bold and Beautiful. We had a great interview. He says, "Thanks for a great and wide-ranging interview. It's fun to talk with you." I didn't know he said that. That's one of the stars. Oh my goodness! I'm going through. I'm like, that's a nice surprise. How funny. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, okay. When I had Max Updates GH on my show, it was a very hit show for me. It was a big numbers for us. 3 months ago, Allie M. Johnson says, "I love Max. I follow him daily on Twitter." I like that. I know that. I'm gonna like that. I did not. I know that. Joan says she agrees with me. I agree with James on both GH's Sickening Willow and Bold and Beautiful's Sickening Paris. They both want to make me puke. Douglas needs to be put back with his father, Thomas, who needs to be put back in his right mind when it comes to all those obsession with sappy women like Hope and Paris. Yeah, I love it. Oh my God. Scenes with Peter make me want to cut myself. And I don't even own a set of tarot cards. I would frank about the music of Savoy. Okay. You also like Max. Yeah, you would. Well, thank you, Sugarless20. I enjoy your interviews, James, and the actors seem to be at ease and enjoy it as well. That makes it great to watch. The interviews are hard to find. Maybe add a hashtag, a specific title, like "Why Not Interview Our Playlist." So, Sugarless, thank you for the comments, but I do put hashtags, so I don't know what to do. I can't do anything more. I do have hashtags, and their name is on the title of the videos. I would never put out a video and not put their name on it. So I don't know how you're not able to find them. I want you to find them because they're good, but I always have hashtags. The title always has the person's name in them. I always do that. So I don't know what happened for you. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're finding some of them, but thank you for the comments, and I love that. So I hope you find them more. Hope you find them more. Seriously. Okay. Oh, my Mandela effect. Texas Ranger fan. So I actually do on TikTok videos about the Mandela effect. My latest one I did was, here you go. I got one for you guys. So in the film, Disney film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Snow Queen doesn't say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest on the wall?" She does not say that. Everybody thinks she says that. She actually says, "Magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" And I had to look it up and find the clip. I was like, it's not mirror, mirror. It's magic mirror. That's the Mandela effect. Also, another one. "You like me. You really like me." That's not what she says. When Sally Field wins her second Oscar, she actually says, "You like me right here, right now. You like me." Really weird, right? "Luke, I am your father." He doesn't say that in Star Wars. It says, "I'm your father." All kinds. There's a bunch of them. I always do some on TikTok at James Lott Jr. I always do that. So that's something you can check out. on there. I love Mandela effect. I love that stuff. Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna pass that. With Ingo leaving, Joey Tucker says he's banning GH. Okay. So Naughty Expressions comment on something that I commented on. I said on my show that when I see things that say retweets are not endorsements in a Twitter description, I think that's so weird. So I'm thinking, why would you retweet something if you don't endorse it? Unless you have a title that says this is something we saw, we're tweeting it. So Naughty Expressions writes to me, good morning. Quick thing about retweets are not endorsements, Twitter description. I'm a reporter. Reporters started writing that in our description box because we retweet a lot of politicians and celebrities. They are tweeting about a story we're working on or something newsworthy is going on. Now reporters start putting that in the description box. But you make a great point. And now I think it's a serious conversation journalists need to have. Well, thank you. See, I said something and I got them thinking. Because I see that, I go, okay, so I guess you should just be clear that, okay, I'm retweeting this story because I think it's interesting, I see it. Then we would know as Twitter fans, oh, you're not endorsing it. Because you're just like, say you're saying out there, so I don't know. Aditha Lee said, I've always wanted Deacon and Taylor together. Tridge 2.0, let's go. That's what Sarah Corbo says. She's all for it. Oh, Matthew Kennedy says, Jax explained his transphobic comment on his IG account. Don't throw tomatoes at me. I agree with him. Her mentality said something that I didn't have to say. I hate a specific group of people, but don't be mad about it. You don't get to be offensive and delicate at the same time. That's right. So I didn't even saw this comment. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm not even going to comment on that, but I did not even know that. Wow, I didn't even see that. How can you tell something? Yeah. Mm, okay. Okay. Going down, going down. Oh, my earthquakes one. People are coming on earthquakes. Someone writes earthquakes. That's how I roll. 1994 was bad here in LA. We had an earthquake in LA. That's funny. Let's see what's going on. Okay. People are not trusting Noah Newman. Okay, got that. Oh, are you still here, Christy? You wrote something on here, Christy, had him 3 months ago. I've just seen this comment. I wrote that I did a show called I'm Fat. Love this. I've lost 100 pounds with the trainers Flobo. I've given you guys know each other. Introduced me to a decade ago, but since COVID, I've gained some back. Try not to beat myself up. I've always been very healthy, minus the weight, and some people are surprised I'm so healthy, even being overweight. But like you, I won't hide. Still living for sure. Great message. I'm gonna like that. Yes. I've done 2 shows about being fat and gaining weight, and how life just needs to continue and life goes on. So no shame. Just get healthy and we'll be fine. Um, okay. Oh, here's one. Herman Lane writes, only an amnesiac can appreciate Bold. The way the show acts like they never heard the word history. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my God. I love it. That's funny. Oh my God. Rock Music Love 25 is just as shady as I am, writes. I've always liked watching GH Spotlight. I've been watching GH Spotlight Report since it started on the channel that should not be named. I love that. Thank you. That's AfterBuzz TV, of course. I love that. That's so funny. Dang. My interview with Kimberly Brown, that's Sheila. Heather Monroe writes, she looks so beautiful and younger here, but on B&B, she looks so old and sloppy. Well, she doesn't. She look old and sloppy. She looks good on there too. Jesus crackers. That's so mean. Oh yeah, here's one because it's true. Somebody named Jab Jab claimed Falcon Crest and Flamingo Road were on back-to-back Friday nights. What a treat. Sweatway 529 agrees on this. That's what I'm thinking. Curious when and where, because in the US, these shows aired on different networks on different evenings. Falcon Crest followed Dallas. Yes, when they were on, it was Dukes of Hazzard at 8, Dallas at 9, Falcon Crest at 10. That was Friday nights on CBS. So I don't know about Flamingo Road was like NBC or something totally different. Like something totally different. People have asked us about having fans come on as guest co-hosts. Because let me tell you. So how can I say this without sounding super shady? So these shows, we don't just wake up and do these shows. Like these shows, we make it look easy. That's our job. Our job is to make it look easy. And that's kind of what we're supposed to do. And oh yeah, I name names. And so I don't. So we are very professional on our shows. You know, we have fun and we seem laid back. We're talking about we have a system and a whole thing we do. And so having a fan on sometimes, we've done it a couple times, and to varying degrees of success over the years. It actually it's mixed results. Some fans say, I want to be on the show. You bring them on and they just freeze. And you're like, what do you think? What do you think? So that can be tough. And then some come on and they say the most outrageous things. You're like, that's not the show. Also, our shows are very timed. We got this certain way we got to talk and get it through. Like I said, it looks simple and easy when we do these shows, but actually there's a lot of work that goes into them. So a lot of times we don't have fans on because we can't always vet them. If I really, really know you, if you're a fan where I became a friend with you, then possibly. Yes. And also brings up in here too, the phone call situation. We're all trying to figure out, all of us who do these shows on our own, are trying to figure out how the phone call thing would work because there's no thing in Zoom for that. But again, there's the whole, we give you the Zoom link, you come on. Again, we can't vet. Some fans are wonderful. Some fans are normal and nice and great. Then you have fans who aren't. And so we don't have time to vet them to figure out which is which. So having them on camera, I don't know. And some fans don't want to be on camera. They just want to call in. There's that also. So yeah, it just seems too complicated. We just don't. The chat room's here. We'll see your comments. That's all we kind of want. Yeah. So I don't say that. We also do. Josh and Spencer are cousins. No, they're not. They're not related at all. Josh's parents are Carly and Jax, and Spencer's parents are Nicholas and Courtney. There's no relation whatsoever. They're like step cousins of sorts, but not really. Not really at all. Oh my God. Ethel McElwain says, Sam and Dante share a sibling, plus Sam had a baby with Dante's father. They have chemistry, no chemistry whatsoever. Kelly Monaco phones her performances in, and her and Dante are a waste of screen time. Sorry, but not sorry. We're going up though. Any good Optimus technicians you know could help? No. Everybody's separate. Everybody's in their own worlds now. So they're hard. They're not, nobody to go to. And also it's Zoom. So before we had a whole separate component because it was under one umbrella. So we had a phone thing that we could connect at the same time. It's very complicated. We're gonna try to figure something out at some point. But again, no, there isn't. Nobody can talk to you over there. Half of you can't find people anymore. A lot of folks left the business because they just didn't. That was they were in the business. They just left. And now it's been 2 years, so a lot of people are just not anything. What do you think about Rich telling Taylor Bill raped Steffi? When did that happen? I don't. Did that happen recently? I don't remember that. Yeah, Days is back. Okay. My Peter Bergman interview. Yeah, like step cousins. Sarah Perkins, on my interview with Peter Bergman, says, I have not seen Peter do many interviews. He doesn't. But it was enjoyable. I have been watching soaps all my life. I disagree with one thing James and Peter said. Race in soaps is a continued issue, but good interview. I don't think I've ever not said that race is not an issue in soaps. I have to watch that interview again because I don't think I've ever not said that. I'm black. I watch soaps every day. I don't think I've ever said it's not. There's no issue of race in soaps. Maybe you heard me wrong, or maybe I stuttered or something. I don't think I've ever said that. If I said that, that was a complete mistake because I've done shows since then about race on soaps. So thanks for watching the interview, but I don't remember saying that race wasn't an issue in soaps. I do not remember saying that at all because I brought up Angie and Cliff on all my children when he was on there. We talked about the race issue and why they didn't go any further. So I don't. Very interesting. I don't remember saying that at all. Okay, this says erase this. This is a remove. Okay. Someone asked if Amanda voiced a Days of Our Lives podcast. No, she never watched Days of Our Lives, so she never did Amanda. My Amanda's only done Bold and Beautiful, and now Y&R. They mentioned chemo again today on today's Y&R, so I don't know. I'm very shocked. I'm very, very shocked. Okay, I don't remember that. Okay. People think Tessa needs to have a friend. Well, no, that's the thing. I've talked about this. Maybe oh my God, seriously, you like Flobo and Cedric. Flobo and Cedric are very good-looking hot men. They are hot black men. They are. They are. They are two hot black men. They are. So yes, be a sandwich. Oh my God, I tell you, you're so funny. Do you think why not could do more black characters? Well, I mean, they are. I mean, the thing Y&R does, we features Black folks on their show more than some other shows. Days is using theirs. GH is using theirs to some degree. Also, Bold, they use one at a time and see a couple at a time. So I don't know. I don't know. So they're saying Junior slept with Kim, Franco slept with Kim when he had Drew's memories. So Kim's baby would have been Franco's. Well, I did an interview with about Dallas, so they're doing that. Of me wearing a robe. They say Tessie's a friend. Um, oh yeah, I posted a thing about Hattie. Okay, no Tessa, no, please not together. Oops, I did it again. Shit. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so that's what those are. Okay, I'm going to now do a little bonus. Let's go to the podcast. Let's go to Apple and see some of their responses to my shows. How shall we? Let's see what they say about us. Um, let's see this one. Let's see, General Hospital. Let's read some of these. That'll be funny. Okay. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Let's see the comments, kids. Okay, here are the comments, you guys. Yeah. Let's see the comments. Oh no, where'd you guys go? We're not on. Oh, there are folks you think were, oh, that's funny. They think that we're on oh, they thought we were think we're still on. We're not on that channel anymore. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, she's a fan. Yeah, Tessa and Sally could be friends. You can totally be friends. That's what you're friends. Why is my thing not working? Okay. I'll do it this way if it's not working on here. So I got a comment right now for something. Oh, okay. We're going to go over to here. And, oops. Let's go to GH Mini Spotlight. Let's see what they have to say about us over there. Let's go there. I'm finding comments I haven't even seen before. This is great. I can't always get to all of them. It's thinking right now. Here we go. Okay. So, oh my God. So someone, her name or this person's name is Koshin. James is amazing and so funny. I don't mind Frank, but for the love of God, don't bring back that racist bigot Lucretia. She is awful. First of all, she's not racist and she's not a bigot. It's one of my closest people. She's not. I can tell you that right now. She is not. Um, but that's the only view. See y'all. It's great to have a recap show back since AfterBuzz became defunct. I love Frank and his sarcasm. I love James Lott Jr. for keeping it real. Lucretia is okay, but my problem with her, she seems to monopolize most of the show. We barely get Frank and James' opinions when she's on because she goes on and make her point. Um, I feel like Frank and I do talk a lot. I don't know how that is. Jeepers 46705 says, it seems like James is really the only host who actually likes the show and contributes positive feedback. And why is Frank even on this podcast? I have yet to hear him say anything positive about why he likes the show. Why host a GH podcast if you only like the show? Why even watch it? The listeners are fans of the show and want to hear people talking positively about storylines and even characters. Okay. Oh, another one. Oh my God. Snaz Della. We got 2 stars. We got 2 stars. James seems like a fun guy. I like when people on the show that aren't super negative. Frank is awful. Why is he on the show if he doesn't like anything? Lucretia is awful. Please contribute something more than about giggling about the characters you don't like. All right. Oh my God, here's one from March 8th. Pretty frustrating experience, they wrote. It says Mimi, 1012323. 4 stars, though. Literally 25 minutes into the episode, and not only is the show not being discussed, but a bunch of gossip on actors, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But those of us who don't hang out on soap opera Twitter all day have absolutely no idea what is being talked about. That is the most mixed message I got ever. It's like, you liked it, or you didn't like it. Hey, here's one from GH64, 5 stars. I like Lucretia, haha. Fun recaps, sometimes better than actually watching the show. John Olivencia, 5 stars. I watched on AfterBuzz, now on here. James is always on top of his game with reviews. That's right. Okay. That's good. Okay, good. Okay. Let's see the other. I'm scared now. Let's see what the other shows say. Y and R. Let's go to Y and R. Y and R mini spotlight. Let's see what folks say about us over there. Okay, here we go. I'm scared. Okay. 5 stars. I got one that says James knows soaps, always entertaining. Okay, I'll take that. Only one. Okay. Bold and Beautiful. Bold and Beautiful rewind. So at 4.9 stars. I love hearing James' opinion on what happened on B&B. Okay, so far so good. So not that bad. Okay. Summer was on today, you guys, on Y&R. She was on today. I watched it. She was on. She was on. Okay. Let's see this one. So yes, you see all kinds of comments. People tell us how they feel, which I don't mind. Others who say just mean things, and people who just say, but yeah, Summer was on. She was on today. So if they're looking for somebody else, she was actually on. She did a FaceTime call with oh boy, with Jack and Phyllis. There we go. That's what I did that. So it's also little things we get on YouTube. Some of the stuff we get on there. It's I don't always, they say you shouldn't read the comments, but sometimes I do because I just want to see what people are thinking. And if they're just kind of a sense of what's happening. We've had worse comments. Those are just from the last few months. We've had worse comments, evil comments, things like that. Things posted when we post the shows, comments on there too. People have to say stuff. So, I mean, we're always when we put a show out, comments are going to follow. It's just like inevitable. It's going to follow. But, we all have our ideas of the show. And my whole thing is, it's all, we all want, the thing is, we all want the best show. We all want the best show that can be. Look at my eye. We all want the best show that can be. We all want an entertaining show. We all want a show that it's good and keeps us entertained and in tune and wanting to see it. I mean, everybody. It's I don't know, people are just, I guess we're trying, folks, trying. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's something else. But being a host, being in front of a public eye, not always easy. Not always easy. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see some comments. Where's the comment? Why did it go down? We'll see. Yes, you have to have a thick skin to be online. I have friends and hosts who have left Twitter, who have left Instagram, who have left Facebook. I had to leave Facebook recently. Well, I had to leave a couple of Facebook groups because someone was just harassing me over nothing. Oh my God. I like the new dynasty. They don't like it. And they will make sure I left. I had didn't go online for 8 hours, came back on over 50 messages. I was like, that's crazy. That's a crazy person who kept repeating themselves and just going off about something that's not even that important. Like, it's seriously not important. It's not important. I was flabbergasted. I didn't know what to do. So yes. It was like, oh my goodness. So that's part of the soap talk we all talk about here is that, there's the soap operas and they're the fans. And my life completely has to do with both. And I'm always trying to find ways to reconcile that and be able to want to still come on here. But I'm telling you right now, there's a popular show that I have. One of my co-hosts does not want to come back and do the show because she got so attacked last season by fans that she's like, I don't think I want to come back. One of my biggest shows. It's coming back to television in a few weeks, and it's a big show for us. And I don't blame her on some level. She's like, I don't need this in my life. I don't have to have this in my life. Do I want to go through another season of doing this? And I completely understand where she's coming from. I do. I completely understand. I get it. And so we're taking our time. We're going to decide today. We're just having some talks, and we're going to see. We're going to see. And I just think it's a shame when a fandom drains you and makes you want to leave something that you've enjoyed up to this point. And just makes you go, never mind. Because originally we do these shows because we like doing these shows. I'm not going to say who because I want her. It's her story to tell. I mean, if she wants to, if we decide, we'll make a big announcement. But there are a lot of people. I'm just saying, this is just examples of some of my co-hosts are just like, what the fuck? Like, it's a show. Like, it's not, I mean, we go about our business, but we understand that some folks, their whole life is this particular fandom of whatever it is. It could be sports, Marvel, DC, wrestling, Star Wars, it could be anything. But some folks are 24/7, 7 days a week. This is what their life is in. And that's fine. It's your business, dude. I mean, no judgment there. It's your business. But they can't see anything besides what their opinion is about these shows. So now there are people who just like, it's like you can't even enjoy it. You can't even go out. I mean, people like Brown's saying right now, there are actresses and actors I know who freely take breaks from social media. I have actually actors that says that's there are actors who just want to come on, share part of their lives. And they told me they have to turn off the comments. So they just show their stuff and that's it. They want to share with the fans, but the comments will become too either creepy or whatever. It's just it's too much. You know. So I think a text. It's they always that's always the thing. Don't the haters win, whatever. But it's kind of like you're going to when you get piled on and it's continuous. You just after a while it's like is it you start going, is it worth it? I always try to remember that online for me is a great tool to promote my product. So it's one of the fastest ways to get stuff out to people. It's like to you. So me coming on here, I do it, I put out a show, and then yes, Michelle Stour, they all took timeouts. They had to because and like Michelle, for example, I know she loves being online and sharing with fans and sharing her life, but they got too tired. They were attacking her kids, innocent stuff gets attacked, and that's what after a while you're kind of going, well, is that really worth it? Is that? I mean, is that? It's is it worth it? And for some people, it's not. But we also know that it's also a way to talk directly to the fans. We know that there's some fans who aren't like that. That's kind of the thing. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's mhm. My work of fiction isn't real. And work of fiction isn't real, exactly. But when you say that to people, they get upset. You can't say it's just a show. When you say that, they say you're arrogant and you're talking down to me. And it's like, I mean, I said that once. I go, somebody go, you know what? You have a right to like this. I have a right to not like it. So no, I'm not going to fight with you. Oh, you're not going to fight with me because they want you to fight with them. That's what they want. Yeah, Cameron and Kate are barely on. Every time Cameron comes on, she gets attacked. She's attacked for something else. Same thing, Elizabeth. The actress, they get attacked. Brian Bird is, I mean, people get mad at him, but I see why he's clapping back at people. I totally get it. He's like, screw it, screw it, screw it. Eric Braeden doesn't get. See, Eric Braeden and Nancy Lee Grahn do not care. They're on there every day, all the time, and they are just, you know, they are completely like just they're doing it. And yes, and Jason Jose, I have to also remind myself that this is a small microcosm of people, right? That not everybody's on Twitter, not everybody's in a Facebook group, not everybody's on Reddit, not everybody like, you know, but sometimes you just never know where you're gonna get it. I'll be on Reddit. My brother posted something of mine on Reddit and got attacked for something that was so benign. We're like, what? Where did that come from? So it's you know, you never know. Sometimes you put out something you think is super, super just like bland and normal, and they go crazy on you. I said something and they just like went to town. You know, it's crazy. You guys, everybody, it's Tony Moore Jr. Everybody say hello to Tony. I'm hanging up. He's hanging up, he said. He's hanging up. He said, is this daytime after this daytime today? And we're talking about negative comments from people, and you called.
Oh, that's right. You were reading your comments. Oh,
yeah.
You've been doing it for a whole hour.
I know. There's so many, as you know, Tony, there were so many comments. Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, you continue being live on the air. I can't say this on the air, so you have to later.
Yeah, I'll call you after. Bye. Everybody say bye to Tony. Bye. Bye. Yeah, no, that's you know, he has some tea or something he can't say on air apparently, so I'll get that after we're done with this. But no, my face went away. We have a caller. And Flobo says hello. I was just texting with Flobo. He says hello to everybody. He says hello to Tony JC, says hello to you. I showed him your concept. I caught your comments. Mm-hmm. He said he'll take his fans wherever he can get them. That's what he told him. So that's right, Flobo. You can get them new fans. But yes, I always interrupt. Me and Tony interrupt each other stuff all the time. But yeah, but I try to remind myself, this is a small group compared to a larger one. And yes, a lot of you guys are wonderful. And that's just like, because Tony and I talk like 3 or 4 times a day. So any chance he could call, I would, and I'm always on air. So yeah, that's what always happens. We have to be careful. And I know that, and the Max Tomlin mom knows this also. We have to be, they don't care if you're a kid. They don't care if you're a woman, a man. If someone wants to come at you, they will come after you. They don't care. They just don't care. And you have to kind of remind yourself, okay, this is just this. Don't read every single comment, or it's tough. It's a ducking, dodging thing. But there's some great comments too that, you know, I've gotten some great things on this, of people saying that, you know, that our show gives them hope, keeps them going. I was at a wedding where somebody goes, your show is so-and-so changed my life. And she told me how it changed her life. Yeah, here's the thing, Candace Mack is a passionate soap fan. You can't take that away from her at all, but she's not crazy. Well, she's crazy in other ways. But she's not crazy. And that's the thing. There's those of us who are big fans, who have lots of knowledge of the genre, who appreciate the actors, who appreciate the work, but we're not fanatical. And that's where the difference is. And I think with people now having to stay home more because of the pandemics, not having jobs, whatever, it's getting worse. You know, I don't know. It's a tough thing. And I want to continue. I tried leaving the soaps. They got on my nerves. I left for a while, came back. And I mean, I look at my numbers and I feel like that's the response by numbers is wonderful. I mean, you guys are watching or listening to my product and to my co-host and myself. We are not perfect. We don't have nothing perfect, but we love what we do and we're so happy. So I think that's the number one thing, right? So yes, I know it's and the actors are getting it, and the producers are now producers. I understand producers, writers, that's one thing, but the actors are just acting a storyline. They have no say on what they're doing. And see, people don't believe me when I say that. People think, no, they have a say. No, you're just saying that. This is number one in the call. I mean, they don't get their hired hands like everybody else. And it's actually not their place to judge. It's their place to act. There's some actors will tell you certain songs they didn't like, but their job is to act them out. That is, they're not the writer or producer of the show. This is their job. Their job is to act it out. Not the job to go, if you make me do that storyline, I quit. So actually, what's happening on Friday is a whole nother separate thing. So I'm about to do I have not had a chance to put together yet, but I'm going to a flyer. Candace and Christina Sullivan and maybe someone else will be part of my Black Talk Fridays. I have on at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Extra Connections. I've been talking about race. And I had the fellas last 2 weeks, Flobo and Cedric and all kinds of stuff. But this one, now it's going to be the women. So it's time for the Black women to talk. So that's on Friday at 7. I'll be live also. You have some lots in your family. Well, there are lots everywhere, folks. There are lots everywhere. Thank you. I appreciate it, George. You do show up, and Sri, you show up, and Brown, and all you guys show up. I love doing these shows. I love doing. I do them because we do them for you guys, and we do them for ourselves too. We have fun. We're crazy. I say stuff. I say shit all the time. I'm shady. I don't care. But we do. During the week, we're watching the shows. We're taking notes. We're putting it together for you. I work on the interviews. The Sean Kane thing was the last minute thing. But that was something that I didn't think of. I didn't think outside the box and go, Sean, come on, you can't come on in a couple hours. He came on. The Taraya thing, same thing, both interviews. Both interviews are almost at 60,000 views. I can't believe that. And I already talked to Y&R, and they said I'm in the rotation for whatever happens when it comes to the wedding. So I'll keep you guys posted. But literally, that's me doing all that work. That's me going out there and going, hi, I want Peter Bergman. Hi, I want, Tanner Novlin. Hi, I want, Oh yeah. So Candace will be on daytime today at some point. She will be on here. It's like, yes, she'll be on. She'll be on here at some point. She will. She'll be on. I told you guys she'll be on here. The right time she'll be on. She'll be on. I know. I said somebody asked me the other day, why isn't Candace on any of my audio dramas? I was like, I never, to be very quite honest, thought about having Candace on my audio dramas. I never thought of that. It's so, not anything bad. It's never, because we do share several actors from Forever and a Day are on my shows, and they're great. But I was like, oh yeah, I've never invited Candace on to be one of my shows. That's so funny. So I should add Candace to one of my shows. That'd be kind of crazy. I got 10 million shows. I got 15 dramas. She actually might be good for my comedy, The Email. She could be good for. She could be the villain on the next season of that show. We're gonna start filming that soon. There's gonna be a nighttime today. No nighttime today. There's oh my god, we got JLJ this morning, daytime today. I used to have a lot something at night on my IG. I got a nighttime show. I don't know, but so far the Extra Connections I'm doing at night has been fun. Yeah, Digging and Taylor will be interesting, wouldn't they? Yeah, she'll be an asset. Well, so Jackson Max Talman's mother. Yeah, I know your real name, but I don't care. I'm just gonna call you that right now. Candace started the show with Tammy Govea. Then they stopped doing it, and I rebooted it. So literally, Candace is one of the founders of this show. I just haven't brought her on. I haven't brought her on yet, but And you guys have made this show a huge hit. I did the numbers today, and I'm just like, they're huge. You guys have made this show a huge hit. Yeah, Kat, on the email, well, Christina plays a villain on that show, Miss Jade. The email was a nice hit for us. Nicest little 4-episode comedy, audio comedy that still gets hits. We're writing season 2 right now, and so but we're adding a second villain kind of, and I was like, should I add Candace on there as a villain? Tammy's total babe. People love Tammy Govea. She has style. She has grace. She has a way about her. People love her. Yes. So Jerry Berman, who are the 2 guests going to be on Friday's Bold Live? I don't know who's going to be on there. So I'll tell you who's going to be on there. I'm working on some guests for the Bold and Beautiful Rewind too. So I'm working on guests for all those right now. Yes. Let me I'm gonna show Tammy this. I love you guys are talking nice about Tammy. Diamond White and Lawrence St. Victor gonna be on. Oh my god! Hey, now Lawrence is my friend. Lawrence is my friend. Please message me. He's like, you remember the email? Please message me. That's so funny. Lawrence is my buddy. Yeah, Lawrence is the man. He's also writing on the show on Bold. So they're gonna come on together. Oh my god! And he knows we've been against Lawrence and not Lawrence. Sometimes I say that Carter and Paris being together. He knows that. He still loves us. He watches our show and stuff. We have openly said we don't like. I see zero chemistry. But I'll be interested to see them on Friday. I gotta make sure I watch that. Okay, like Casey and Trouble guys. Yeah, I saw Candace. You stood up for yourself on Twitter when Nelson was talking shit about Bold Live. You stood up for it. Mm-hmm. And Kirsten Marie, you'll be getting an email from me this week too for a spinoff show that you're going to be on. So I finished writing it. I'm putting it. It's actually, where is it? Can I show it to you right here? It's this on this. This is a script that I wrote, and it's 6 pages. And Kirsten Marie, you're part of this script, so I will be contacting you soon about that. The email. If you come on at Candace, it might be only just the last episode. I think you might just come on last because yeah, I think as I've written it, the villain's implied. So I think you come out the last episode and then reveal yourself. Maybe I gotta look at that. I'll see if that's where we put you or not. I have another show. It's a comedy that I'm doing. You might be good for. So I don't know yet. But yes, I will contact your people. Yes, let you know. Yes, email was fun. Email was a lot of fun to write. Tammy could be a Cassadine. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, she could be a Cassadine. What would her name be? What kind of names they give her? So what Greek name or Russian name could he give her? Oh, and folks, in case you didn't hear this, I just brought back the Studio City after show because Studio City season 2 coming soon. Sean Kanan announced it, of course, on our show, Born Beautiful, and I announced it to everybody. I'm on season 2. I can only tell a few people, but now I can tell the world. I appear on Studio City, the Emmy Award-winning series, and he says my part is really good. I had to act opposite, and it's another I'm a co-host of a show, but I had to act opposite Sean Kanan himself, and it was all improv. But they had a storyline plot point we had to follow. But that's me and Sean and this other girl just doing our thing. So I am on Studio City. That's coming soon. So the Studio City after show will be coming soon. Also, I just released an episode today with the news. And that's the plan for it. So I'll be back. Tamishka Cassadine. Oh my god, that's so funny. Tamishka Cassadine. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Tamishka. Oh my God. They always call her they always they are Tamika, is it not Tamika? That's another one they would call her. That's hilarious. Special guest star Heather Locklear as yes on the email. Yes. And you'll be a special gig, you'll be a special guest star. Yes, it could be. One of those things. So like that. Angelica Cassadine. That is hilarious. I love it. Oh my God. I love it. That is hilarious. Oops, I have to get off. I have to get off. It's been an hour now. I have a life coaching client in a half an hour. That's actually paid money. I can sit here and talk to you guys all day long. I'm on longer than I thought it was going to be, but you guys are great. Thanks for making this show a big hit for me. I love coming out here talking to you guys. What's happening tomorrow? I may come on tomorrow. I may have time tomorrow, yes. So around this time, at 1 o'clock again, I'll probably come on again tomorrow, maybe, or 2. We'll see. If not tomorrow, Wednesday for sure, but maybe tomorrow. A good topic. But thanks for watching and listening. We're on all social media platforms. We're on all audio platforms and JLJ Media. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. Just remember, it's daytime today. Today, really, I'm trying to end my show. There's like noise over here happening. I love you guys.